Hi, hello, my name is Natalie and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be mainly talking about my personal 6-ring planner, about how I'm going to print out my pages. That's essentially, that's really disappointing as hell.
It came out perfect.
But you know what? In one of my last videos, I made a journal ecosystem video. In that video, I didn't get into too much depth about each of my journals. I talked about what I use them for and then showed glimpses of them. Today, I want to kind of dive specifically into my personal planner and show you a couple pages, mainly because I plan to print a couple of planner templates that I made myself on Canva. This is the first time that I'm going to be doing anything like this. I know a lot of people print their own templates and cut it out and then add it to their own planner, but I've been doing a Bujo system type of thing where I draw every one of my templates every month, which is fun and I like doing that. But I think it's a little bit more practical if I'm able to print out my own template designs and then just have those on the go for my weeklies and my monthlies, and then everything else I can kind of keep hand drawing it, because I think based on what my needs are, I kind of want to automate my monthly resets in this planner. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. I want to show the process of me printing out my templates for the first time. I'm going to show you what I currently have ready to print. I think I might do a couple of new templates as well, because I have a couple of spreads that I still want to make, but I didn't get to. I mainly focus on my weeklies and my monthlies and everything in between that, but nothing outside of the monthly wiki nothing outside of the monthly and weekly planning. I also kind of want to jazz up my planner.
You like jazz?
Everything for the most part is pretty fine, but I want to print a couple of divider covers and then laminate them or do something of that sort, because I don't really have anything separating the different sections of my planner. Okay, this is my journal, which I already talked about a little bit in my journal ecosystem video. A lot of these things are just random paper that I have here. Here is the only thing that I made when I first got the Mochi Things planner. This was a little mini vision board that I made, but it's not really a vision board. This I use as like a template to try to map out how I'm gonna print out my pages. And it took a lot of brain power, not gonna lie, which is why I needed written like this, where I needed to make a little mini version. I even have like a bigger version, like a flipped version, so I just can visualize better and have it spread out on the table. And then this is what I was talking about. I have like random postcards as my dividers. So that's kind of like the front introduction of my journal. And then this, it starts off with like my trackers, I would say. I have a couple pictures of me and my boyfriends. I want to change out these to newer ones that we have. These are the ones that I have laying around, but I want to change these out to other pictures. I do have more things I want to keep track of and incorporate in this planner. The bulk of my planner is literally my weeklies and my monthlies. It immediately dives to all my monthlies. This is another divider. I have pictures of my family in this one. And then here it officially starts my planner. This is carried over from last year, which is why I have like that last week. But yeah, this is when you flip that page, it's January, and I have a little like January quote, whatever cover. I intend to still do this. I have this same thing set up basically, where I make a little vision board or a little cover page for that month, because I really like this idea, but I got rid of it in the last couple months, but I miss it. I miss this little opportunity to be creative. Fast forward, because everything kind of looks the same at this point. You fast forward to this month's monthly. I have the same thing where I have my monthly goals, my monthly priorities. I have a little quote of the month, my to-dos, important dates that I need to remember and keep track of, books I've read, and then fitness goals. I also want to make a little template for my bills as well.
instead of like me writing it every single time, I want it written down because my bills stay the same. Here is my monthly tracker. Super bad month, don't judge me. There's a lot of like there's a lot of like open space here. This is what it currently looks like. I also have July notes in the back, and then this is my monthly reflection. I also made a template, a digital version of this, and then just literally random stuff. All this I have to actually clean up. Like, I feel like the back of my journal is like a junk drawer, honestly. I just like dump everything back here. But yeah, that is my journal overview of and basically how I use it. Let me actually show you how I planned out my digital templates. Have the Canva app. The way I worked it out was I kind of have like my planner templates. It's essentially the rough draft of the final draft. So the way I started it, I set the actual sheet size as a size of regular printer paper. I think it's a standard letter size, 8.5 by 11. And then I found like it's basically an image of a dotted grid. And this specific dotted grid is 4 by 4 because that is exactly what this one is right here. That's what this grid is, 4 by 4 dotted grid. And I decided to keep it as the background of my journal, or I still want to be able to write straight and then create lines. But yeah, what I did was I took the size of my paper, put it right in the center of the entire sheet. I centered it, lined them back to back. I kept the line and then I added another line. This is, I forgot the exact size. I think it's about 1/2 inch. Basically kind of like a guide to know where your holes have to be. So I left that empty for when I have to punch holes in it. And I made this setup right here 3 different ways. So I have it centered and I have them both on the right side and then them both on the left side. So based on how the holes are going to be laid out, that will like kind of allow me to better plan what's going to go on the back of them. But yeah, I just copied and pasted and then started my design. And then these designs are literally essentially what I currently have, just digitized, but just a little bit better. Like I added this circle around my quotes and affirmations. That way it can be like the main theme of the month. After that, I basically made all the templates for how it has to be laid out every single month. My weeklies on the far right is like a to-do / notes for the week. My monthly reflection also digitized. The questions are more thought out here than it was in my actual journal. But yeah, I think that's about it. Once I found and got all my templates ready, this new copied file, I deleted all the main lines. This is how the final template is gonna look. Like I said, I only focused on the monthlies and the weekly. I also like left my hourly and everything.
Okay, this is my new Epson EcoTank. This is a printer we're going to be working with to print out my templates. This paper that I'm using is paper that I literally, honestly, probably bought like 4 years ago. It's been a really long time since I actually bought that printer, and it's recycled paper that I think I bought at Walmart. It's super thin and the paper is recycled, so the quality is a little bit off, like the actual texture and the colorization of it.
Okay, this is the moment of truth. Where my hole puncher? It's actually a little bit smaller than I thought, like just a tiny bit. But I think other than that, it's like a perfect size. Oh my God, this is so cute. Like the dotted grid system actually came out a lot better than I thought. This is just this is kind of scrap paper because I didn't print anything on the back, but I'm debating fixing it a little bit. The width of it is perfect, I would say. Maybe a little bit smaller, probably by like an eighth or something, but I think it's off by a 1/4 inch. I think that's a minor detail that shouldn't bug me too much, but I think I will fix that right now and before I print the rest, and then I'll just adjust each of them.
Basically, what I did was I moved up these lines, just shifted them a little bit up, shifted these a little bit down. I also made these sides a little bit wider, but nothing too crazy. I need to figure out how to print both sides. Epson Eco Tank. To print on both sides of the page using your Epson Eco Tank.
You can set up the automatic duplex printing or perform manual two-sided printing.
I might have to do that. So it came out this way. The top edge, I'm assuming, meaning like the header, is over here. And it says to flip it, ensuring the top edge is facing the correct direction. So I'm assuming I had to flip it this way and then put it in. Okay, trust the process, trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. I think it's correct. Oh no. Yeah. No! Wait. I don't know. Oh no. No! No, it's wrong! No! That's truly disappointing as hell. Okay. Make it make sense. Okay, it makes sense now. It just clicked in my head. This side is facing correctly, which it looks lovely, by the way. It came out perfect, but the back, when you flip it over that way, it's upside down. So now I have to reprint all of that, but at least I know how to do it. So they all printed top side correctly. I'm pretty sure that they're printed on the correct side of each, but I think the real way to know if my whole planning when I made this Canvas PDF and like the order of which I placed everything, the only way to know if that's correct is for me to cut it and like set it up correctly, because my brain for some reason needs it done. I can't like conceptualize things for some reason. Okay, so my mic is about to die. I don't know if it's actually gonna work or if you can hear me or if it's going off of the camera mic, but I have my stack all cut up. Honestly, it's a little time consuming, but I think that was still definitely quicker than having to physically draw out my template every single month. I'm excited. Okay, this first side is gonna be my monthly cover, and then the very end is gonna be kind of open for whatever I want to use it for. Oh no. How did that mess up? I'm so confused. I set it to the personal size. It's no! That is insanely frustrating. I should have just tested it with one, but it came out fine the first time. What? That's actually insane. This is a little bit more even, but I can't believe that just happened to me. Maybe I can save it. Yeah, it overlaps. So I kind of feared it was going to overlap. But you know what? For the sake of this video, I'm just going to show you that everything came out perfect.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
But it looks cute. She looks cute. She looks cute. Let me show you. So yeah, I think it came out super nice. I'm actually really, really stoked for me to have like a printed version of what I currently do. I'm obviously still gonna have all the color schemes, and then that's gonna change every month. So that's why I left a lot of things pretty bare and empty for this layout, and I didn't really deck it out because I still wanted that customization that I tend to add weekly and monthly.
Hello, it's been a few days. I got my hair done. I kind of darkened it. I got bangs again because I really missed them. She's new. Yeah, I think I just had to I had to finish up the rest of my work week, and then I had other obligations, so I wasn't really able to do any of my journal stuff that I wanted to. I kind of semi started on my next month spread and writing down some of the goals and filling out the dates and stuff, but I don't have a lot of time right now. I'm actually going to a burlesque show, so I don't have a lot of time to go over this, but I figured that I can do some of the rest of the things, the other journal tasks that I've been wanting to do. So make some of the dividers, and as well as make a couple of templates, which I will show you right now. I'm gonna screen record really quickly and show you what I made. It's not many. I think I only made like 3 different things. I probably will make more, but just so that I can finally do some journals related things, I can just go ahead and do that right now. Let me quickly show you my Canva related things. This is what I've created. Let me pull up. So I made a cleaning list because I just have been really, for some reason, wanting to do, I am trying to get better at keeping my home clean. Not that I'm not, I just want to be better at certain tasks. And so I figure I can make a cute little cheeky cleaning list where I have the tasks for the dailies, the weeklies, bi-weeklies, monthlies, quarterlies, as needed. And then on this side, I will basically write the dates of when I completed the bi-weeklies, monthlies, quarterlies, and the as needed. But this is kind of like the only way I was able to think of how I can properly track things without having to print out many templates. My goal is to just have this cleaning list and then rarely print out the cleaning tracker. Just because I don't want to add too much extra bulk to my planner, because my weeklies and my monthlies on the planner end of my journal is already pretty thick. So next up, I have a plant care template. I basically copied and pasted my habit tracker where I list the habits, I list the plant name. I only have like 5 or 6 of them, but I do intend on getting more. Over here, it's going to be the 1 through 30 or 31, and then the day of the week. And I'm just gonna write down or like fill in with highlighter whether I watered them, I rotated them, I added fertilizer, changed out the soil, etc. And I left a little blank section right here for me to write down a key. It is on a monthly basis, but I don't think that takes up too much extra space. But I'm really excited about this one. I've been wanting a plant care routine tracker for a while now. I may or may not blur this, but I mean, I maybe semi don't care about showing you my monthly bills, but this is kind of a little tiny list tracker. I like knowing when on a bi-weekly basis when I set aside the money I need for rent or my car. I've been really wanting this too. I think it's going to really help me track when I set aside my bills and stuff. Okay, next up, I have the dividers that I've been really wanting for my journal. All these images down here I got on Pinterest, nothing special. Those are just pictures I've collected the past couple months when I've been prepping to make the dividers for my journal. I'm just gonna print 2 sheets, and then I don't know, I don't have any cardboard. Maybe I'll go to the store and buy like thicker cardstock paper and I can glue these on the back of that cardstock paper. But yeah, these are the images I went with. I really like this aesthetic. A few little quotes that I feel like kind of speak to me. These are not the dividers. These are just like random images I want to put in like the sleeves that I have. Additional quotes, additional things. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and print all this stuff. I'm also going to probably browse Pinterest and find some additional stickers. So I save a bunch of like sticker inspo. And so what I think I will do is I already like have a few stickers here that I need for my monthly cover. I'll probably take some of these and then put it on there. I'm going to print this specifically on sticker paper. That way I can just not have to stick these on with glue. This is the way I'm going with it right now, and then I'll change things up in the future. We'll see. I need to do different methods because I'm like new to doing this. So we'll see what works best.